the internet's slow tonight. A very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH286, Patricia and David. And I hope you've had the beautiful day that we've got, or had here. It's clouding over a little bit now. But we were forecast to have an absolutely horrible day, and it all happened overnight. A lot of rain overnight. I could tell you how much if our wind station hadn't been blown to bits in the 60 knots a couple of weeks ago. But we had 18 degrees most of the day. You wouldn't believe that it is the 23rd of June, would you? 1014 on the bar. It's now 16 degrees. 3 knots of west-southwest. We sort of watched the wind back all day, and 30%, or it might be 40% now, looking out the window, 40% cloud cover. So it has been a lovely day here, which probably upset a few people because the forecast was so bad that most people would have planned a day inside. All right, we have a lot of people getting ready. In fact, the final fleet, I think, for the year, getting ready to go this coming week. David will touch on that again tonight probably. And we have got a few people getting quite close, cable's length too, to Fiji, and Kazoo going to Minerva. Let's have a look though for we'll start from the west. Iron Maiden, Gulf Harbour. Good evening to you, and I've been looking at a rather slow speed for Iron Maiden. Have you run out of wind again, over?
We've been doing a bit of tapping to get us a little bit more wind, so yeah, it's dropped again, over.
What is it?
Okay, well the AIS has not got a very up-to-date report, so we're looking forward to hearing your full details. Go ahead, Margaret.
Good evening. We're at 28 degrees 51 minutes south, 170 degrees 26 minutes east. We've got a speed of about 3 knots on a course of 0 degrees true. We've got a west-northwesterly of 9 knots, 100% cloud cover, moderate speed with a 0.5 metre swell, and the barometer is 1013, over.
Okay, so Iron Maiden has 2851 south position, 17026 east on their way to Vanuatu, Port Vila, doing 3 knots at the moment, due north true, and it's west-northwest 9. Not much different from here, really. 100% cloud cover and moderate swell, down to 0.5 actually. Light swell, 1013 on the bar. And apart from the problem, is all well, over?
Everything's all well on board. We're definitely heading now further north, over.
Yeah, well, 28, well, passing through, so yeah, going reasonably well considering the situation. I'll just see if David's got anything to add for you.
Well, yes, I do. And that small depression that we talked about forming is actually making quite a bit of activity around the Norfolk area. So I think tomorrow you're going to see that activity in the shape of convection. So rain, showers, possibly squalls. Wind for you should be northwest, give or take, northwest.
How much?
And how much the boss wants to know here. So let's see if I could average out a few models. It should be pretty fresh. I would say about 20 to 23 knots out of the northwest. It could be higher in squalls, would be higher in squalls. That's, I'm afraid, the story for tomorrow. Now, things are going to change. I would say that by Tuesday, by the way, that was lunchtime that I was talking about. The next day, though, Tuesday, things then shape up quite nicely for you. And the high builds up in the northern Tasman. The winds are going to shift to, looks like the south-southwest, and I would say a mean wind of about 15 knots, 15 knots. So that will put you in good stead to get moving to Port Vila. And from that point on, from Tuesday on, I think you'll be in pretty good shape in terms of wind. So other than using your motor for charging, I don't believe you're going to be needing it to get any place. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that. All of this can possibly change, but that's what it's looking like now, Margaret. Over.
Well, it will keep the crew busy, won't it? You better make sure you have a good night's sleep tonight when you're off watch. But yeah, even if you fell off, of course, a bit with the coming predictions, you should be fine to be able to get back on it. So yeah, it will be a day of progress tomorrow, so that will be something to look forward to. All right, still another a very good signal from you again, Margaret. So we'll clear with you and go to Cables Length 2, who are fast approaching the Candavu area. Cables Length 2, Gulf Harbour. Yeah, actually you're a bit lighter tonight, probably because I had Margaret turned down because she had such a strong signal, but go ahead, Ian.
Yes, our position is 21 degrees 01 south, wind 77 degrees 05 east. We've got a wind out of the east about 19 knots, about 6.5 knots on a course of 2 degrees true, with a fire of 1012.
Yeah, I suspected that wind was up when I saw the progress from yesterday, 2101 south. The AIS has just had you bang in the middle of 21. 17705 east, and the wind is east 19, so really good sailing conditions for Cables Length. 6.5 knots at the moment on a course of 002 true, and the bar is 1012, so there's not a lot of difference up the all across the passage area at the moment. Sounds good. You'll be pleased with the progress. Over.
Yes, we are. We'll just slow up a little bit overnight. Otherwise, we're going to ride in the middle of the night. But no, we're going well.
Yeah, well done. Okay, well, hopefully conditions are going to stay much the same, are they, David?
Yes.
Yes, they are. So you'll certainly have to maybe reduce sail a bit and not worry about fiddle farting with the sheets to get any more speed. So that's good. Makes it nice and comfortable. Okay, we'll clear with them and go to Kazoo. We're having a struggle getting them on frequency at the right time, but who knows? Third time lucky.
Gulf Harbour from Kazoo. How do you copy? Over.
Very good copy. And yep, it looks like you guys are going to South Minerva, or are you going to continue on to North Minerva? Over.
Gulf Harbour from Kazoo. Our plan is to head on to North Minerva and arrive there at daybreak, so we're going to fly down soon and just make our way slowly up. Our current position is 2422 south, 17918 west. Countdown a quarter round of 19 magnetic at a speed of around 5.3. We've currently got easterlies, almost dead easterlies at 14 to 16 knots. Southeasterly swell 1 meters, 73% cloud cover, not too bad. All good on board. Over.
Okay, and there's a couple of boats ahead of you, I see. So Kazoo going to North Minerva, 2422. Boy, I hope Pagean left a few lobsters for you. 17918 west, and the course is 019 magnetic at the moment, 5.3, and it's easterly 14 to 16. Pretty stable conditions everywhere. Southeast 1 to 2 meters and 70% cloud cover. So you'll be going in there tomorrow into North Minerva. So yep, well, your last night to have to sail before you have a have a good fotic around. Have you been in North Minerva before? Over.
Sorry, just lost you there. Say again, over.
Have you been in North Minerva before? Over.
Roger, some of us have, yeah. I was here this time last year, over.
Oh, roger that. Oh, well, you'll know what to expect there, and you'll see a couple of masts anyway. All right, sounds like all is well on board, and I bet you're all looking forward to the break there. So thank you for that, and thanks for the email. David did actually compare with what they said on the GFS, which is what my AIS comes up with. So all good there. And again, it's interesting. Your AIS is reporting really rapidly. It's only a few minutes each night, whereas other boats I have got quite a delay. What AIS do you have? Over.
Gulf Harbour from Kifu, just the Ray Marine, but proper setup with its own aerial at the top of the mast, over.
Oh, well, it works very well, so I'll make a note of that because some of them are not. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good night, all on board, and have a good day tomorrow. Right, well, we have, I'm not sure whether Belina is on frequency. Do you want to say anything? Oh, David, I think will probably now have a look at the forecast for passage makers leaving this week. There are quite a few of you, believe it or not, at this late stage. Well, it's not all that late, June, is it? I know we've left one time in July 4th as it happened to be. So it is really not all that late, and the weather is certainly settling. So I think what I'd like to do is call Belina shortly, because I know a boat wants to do a radio check, and it's difficult when it's so close. So hopefully you're on frequency, Benno. But first of all, we'll have a look at passage making this coming week.
Well, yes, I have been taking a look. Last week I had figured that Wednesday looked like a reasonable day to depart for the islands, whether it be, well, you wouldn't be going to New Caledonia, I don't think, but anyhow, Vanuatu, Fiji, Minerva, Tonga, it all looked pretty good at that point. Well, it's still looking pretty good for Wednesday, but it also is looking pretty good for Tuesday as well. Tomorrow, probably not a great idea from the standpoint of residual sea from this weather front that we had passed through us today, and that will continue on to the east until it dissipates. So probably not a great idea if your crew is a little bit sensitive. The sea is likely to be a little bit choppy. So Tuesday would be better than Monday. Wednesday would be better than Tuesday in that regard. But either day it looks all right. And looking out quite a way, I would look out to maybe the 2nd or 3rd of July, not July 4th. I wouldn't go out that far. No, not July 4th. And anyway, the models would not be accurate out that far anyway. So anyway, looking at about a 6-7 day passage, it just doesn't look too bad at all. The blocking high is still there. It should continue to be there for 3 or 4 more days at least. I would hesitate to estimate how long it will remain, but at least that long. And everything else seems to be okay. The MJO does look like there will be some activity, but that's in about 2 weeks' time, so that's not going to affect you on the passage. And not much else to say, really. Well, if anybody really cares, the ITCZ is to the north of the equator, as it usually is this time of the year, about 7 degrees north latitude. The South Pacific Convergence Zone is, well, I guess you can call it the South Pacific Convergence Zone, but it really, this particular bit of activity is an extension of a low, or we could say a frontal band from this low that arcs all the way from the southeast of French Polynesia all the way up, well past Samoa, to the north of Samoa, well past that, and then on to the Solomons, and it's broken in many places. Does not affect the Fiji boats or the Vanuatu boats that I could see. So anyway, in terms of the passage making, for those that have got your engines revved up and ready to go, then fine, have at it. I think it's going to be relatively decent. We'll look forward to hearing from you on the passage and see how things are going. So, unless you have any questions, that's about all I have. So I'll pass it back to the chief.
Okay, I'll call for questions in a minute, but that reminded me about engines being revved up to tell Iron Maiden that Roosela will not be leaving. Roosela have given up on their engine for the time being and flown home, so they will not be amongst the departure group this week. And what else did I want to say? Oh, I was just looking at the reports from Cables Length 2 and Kazoo. Well, believe it or not, GFS is absolutely spot on, the report from Kazoo, because they said it was easterly 14. And Cables Length 2, they were a little bit different. Ian reported east 19 and they had east 16, so pretty damn close at the moment.
Plus or minus 5.
Plus or minus 5, yes, don't whinge. Right, is there anybody wanting to call in? I'm just going to see if there's any questions weather-wise, passage-wise first, and then I'm going to put a call out to Alula. Okay, that's very, very light, and so I'm going to hope that Belina is on frequency. Belina, can you copy the boat Alula, Benno, over?
Yeah, full Papa Radio, this is Belina. I have a very weak copy of Alula only, over.
Okay, could you give her a call, because I'm probably too close, but make sure she's on high power. Her name is Gemma, over.
Yeah, Alula, this is Helena calling for Full Papa Radio. Do you copy? Yeah, Patricia, she has a weak copy of you, over. Yeah, it's weak for me to understand, Patricia.
Yeah, it's all right. I have her email address, Benno, so I will just check up on that. At least they've got the frequency right. I think Barry on Mackay helped out a bit there, but it's very, very weak. So I will try and work out before they depart how to get a bit more oomph in that signal. So I'll send you an email, Gemma and Jimmy, and let's see if we can't get that radio a little stronger. Okay, yours is of course coming through well, Benno. How's your weather been today, over?
Yeah, our weather is, we had 25 to 28 knots in gusts from the south the whole day, and but it's coming down with the wind now. We have 18 to 20 knots from the south, and 24 degrees and 40% cloud cover. Yeah, all well here in our reef. Over.
Yeah, I love the Our Reef. I therefore assume you're still the only boat at Beveridge. So, that's interesting. So from the south, so boy, you could get moving at any time with winds like that, over.
Yeah, we like to stay here for a while because we like to proceed further east, and there's no possibility inside for the moment. Over.
Roger that. Oh well, you can have a good explore and see what you can find in the water. So, all right, well, enjoy it there for a while, and we'll see where you get when you get going. But it's good to have a report from Beveridge, anyway, to just check up on what the weather models are doing. things are settling down, so good for those people that want to get away this week. And hi to Melina. So, Marlene, should I say. So have a good night, Benno. And thanks for picking up Alula. Boy, I wonder what's causing that problem, but anyway, it might be something simple. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, or Clear with Bellina. Is there anybody with anything?
Cable's link 2, Patricia.
What was that?
I don't know. It was clear.
I was actually doing something and I've got a good clear signal. Was that cable's length 2 again, Ian?
Yes, Roger, Patricia. I was receiving Alula reasonably well where we are. Fairly strong signal coming through. As you mentioned that they're still at O2, over.
Oh, well, that's good because Benno is quite a ways east. So, Alula, if you're listening, that's good. That cable's length 2, who are up closer to Kendavu, Fiji, they got you pretty clear. Oh, thanks for coming back, Ian. That's really useful to know and gets the worry away. All right, nothing wrong with your signal too. It's really strong. So thanks for that. Alula, did you copy that report? This is Gulf Harbour Radio. No, nothing heard. They might have closed down. It is a bit difficult when it's quite close.
You can tell Benno that it'll be a little later tomorrow.
Oh, Benno, David has just been looking at your area at Beveridge and says the winds will be a bit lighter tomorrow, so that will be a bit more pleasant, a bit more peaceful for you up there at Beveridge. Make it more enjoyable. Okay, was there anybody else? Over. No, nothing heard. We'll love and leave you. The frequencies available if anybody wants to use it on this Sunday night. And we'll be back again tomorrow. Hopefully it will be another dry day here. Cheers everybody. We are clear and the frequency's yours.